Everybody, my name is Sherry. Welcome to my stamp studio. I hope you're having a great summer. I'm going to get this one last card filmed. I'm not sure when it will be posted. During the summer, I work a little bit differently than I do in the winter. And this summer, we've had some family things come up as well. In the winter, I kind of know where I'm going. And this summer, I do a whole lot of one thing on one day and then kind of spread it out so I can have time to enjoy my family and enjoy our pool and do all the things that summertime has included. So I'm not sure when this video will post, and I may show you some cards and say go look at these, but they might not have posted yet either. Part of it is some of the stuff that I have recorded, like I don't think this one has, I've recorded it, but it's not posted. Some of the stuff is not currently available as I am filming this, but it's all due in July sometime. So I'm kind of looking at stuff after I film it to see if it's available, and then if it is, I move it up in the line of where I might have otherwise put it. So this is there's another card in this series as well. This is Extraordinary Flora. So like I said, it is due back in the washi tape's due later in the month. The bundle is due earlier in the month. This video has already posted when I've made before I've made this video, so you can go watch this one if you're interested in that. Then there are a whole lot of new online exclusives. And so this is one. This is the Charming Floral Bundle. And then this is another one. There's also a Halloween one that I have some stuff, and it will be recorded and up in a week or two. I have more videos in line than time to film them. So this is my card club for July. If you are interested in being part of an online card club, then this will be the things that we are using in July. You can go watch either of the videos. This one goes into more detail about my card club. And then for today, I am going to use Coneflower Celebrations. So like I said, as a filming date, it's currently not available, but there is a new little thing on my website. And if you hit the notify me, then when Stampin' Up! Gets it back in stock, which it does say will be in July, they will send you an email so you don't have to keep watching for it. So I do already have this card up, and you can see how the die works. I'll show you in a second, but I wanted you to see it flipped because this is just a flat card, because you get this that you can sign in. So there's two ways you can, well, three ways really. You can just use it straight up stamping. You can use it here as the flip, or you can do a build a coneflower, which is what we're going to do on today's card. The other thing that I'm using on today's card is a frame from Sentimental Framing. And here are two of those. And these both have the words from the Sentimental frame. This is a new online exclusive too, the sunflowers. But I'm going to use the largest frame. This is maybe the second largest. There are other sizes in this set. That was an online I really can't talk. An online exclusive in May. So that one is up and available. So for this one, we are going to start, I guess I need my paper, with all white. So we have a white card base, and we're going to cut the frame out of white. And then I'm going to cut, well, I'll show you, because we have to do the cutting first on this card. So this is the frame, and you'll see how it works when I cut it out. And like I said, that's the largest in the set. And then I have this little strip here, because we did this at camp, but I didn't need it. So when this cuts out, it will do a frame. Let me bring my cut and emboss machine over here so I can just run these through after I show them to you. The fun thing about this card is because it's starting white and then just a light yellow, you can do it in all kinds of colors if you want. These work best if you put them in your machine on a slight angle. So then we have the seed pod, and then we have two leaves. So if you don't want to use the center of this, you can use another strip. It will give you a piece then that you can, where's the other part of my cut and emboss machine? It will give you a piece that you can use as a frame. The other thing it will do is if you mess up stamping on your card, then you will have a piece that you could stamp on the sentiment again and then just cover it up, because the frame will fit perfectly back in there, which if you watch the sunflower video with the folder, you'll see what I mean. So I'm going to run this through. And I'm going to be kind of careful when I take this off. So I'm going to let's grab this. So I'd rather my leaves not fall apart. So we'll have a look at these in a second. Yeah, I got them all on there. It does help having the leaves in the middle of that for them to not fall apart. Because I kind of want all the pieces in there. So then to build your coneflower as well, you have this piece here. So I'm going to do this on Lemon Lolly. And then this is the piece that makes the little card that I showed you on the other one, but I don't need both. I just need one because we're not doing a little card that folds on front. So I'm going to just let that hang off the back, and I will back it out without running it through to just cut my plate. So we're going to go once through, and then I'm going to watch for my thing to roll to there, and then we'll just roll it back through. That way this isn't cutting, and you can see it's kind of overhanging. You really don't want it to go through your machine overhanging like that because you don't want to bend your die. Or you could just do this at once on here and then it's fine. So now instead of having the fold, we have this, and I will need to trim that down because this just makes the fold line on it. And there's the other part of our flower. So we can go ahead and do our frame first. So just a basic white, and then grab my frame. Pop this out of here. You don't have to pop all the little circles out, and I should have made sure my die was clean because we used it at camp, so it's probably got some stuck in there. Okay, so most of those are poked out. I'm not bothered if there's a couple of them still in there. So before I stick this to my card, I'm going to go ahead and stamp my sentiment. So I took 2 of them out of this stamp set and just went ahead and mounted them together on my block. That way it's a little bit easier to make sure that they don't rock, because the larger a stamp, the less likely it is to rock. It also gives you a little bit more stability when you're inking it up to make sure that it is inked evenly, because it's the larger the stamp, the easier it is to make sure you got it everywhere. It also makes sure that they're lined up perfectly where you want them to be. And I'm going to go all the way over next to the edge of that frame and then stamp those. So it says, "It's your day. I love that it's your day. I love that I've known you for so many birthdays." I love when we do just black ink on white cardstock. It's nice and bold. Now we're going to color these pieces in. And because we're using blends, you can do whatever color that you would like for your flower and your leaves. I can pull this out. I moved my little tool. I don't see it. That, and then over here where this kind of went funky on the fold and I just ripped it, I will just cut that, and that gets covered up so it doesn't even have to be cut nicely. And then we have these here, and you can see I'm going to be really careful when I push my leaves out, because I would like for all of the pieces to stay in, and as many that stay in. And they stayed in because I put them through the center of this. So that kind of protected them a little bit. You can do, there's 2 pieces, so you could do a bottom and a top to get the 2 different colors that we're going to do here in a second. But I liked mine being a little flatter than the flower. So I'm going to use light black. This will be the fastest piece. So I'm going to color this. I love blends because they color so beautifully. You can get some shading if you want, but on this one, I don't particularly care. It's just the top of our flower. But if I want part of it to look darker, I can just do another coat. You can use 2 blends, but you don't have to. Just different coats of it. You can see I can get it darker and darker. So that's the light black. And then for my leaves, I have dark granny apple green and light lemon lime twist. So I'm going to do I'm going to put these on the direction that I would have them on my card. That way I can get the dark green on the same side on both of them. So do the granny apple. And then let's do the lemon lime twist. And here in the middle where they're meeting, I'm going to kind of blend that so it doesn't have such a stark line. I don't mind for a little bit of a line because this card's kind of bold and colorful, so the colors like that don't bother me. But you can see where they're meeting, they just start to blend. If you really want them to blend, then after you're done coloring the bulk, flip it, your blend over, and here I'll show you, and use your bullet tip, because this will blend them a little bit better. But like I said, I'm not worried on this particular card because it's not like a work of art card. It's just a bold, fun, bright summer card. So now we have these, and I'm just going to color onto the yellow because one of the reasons I wanted to do this was to remind you that you can always color on yellow, or colors. So I'm going to start with my darkest color, which is Strawberry Slush. And funny story, this is Strawberry Slush because I really wanted to use the Strawberry Slush ribbon because it's beautiful and it's fun. But then I got the card done and there was no place to put ribbon. It just detracted from it. So I'll move this over here in case I want to use it again. Now let's go for a flamingo. Here's dark flamingo. Kind of blend this together. Where they overlap, it makes a third color. And then over here, I will just add some flamingo here. So the colors, because they're on the Lemon Lolly paper, look a little bit different than they might on white, but I like the overall effect. So now let's do, what's this one? This is Light Flirty Flamingo. I'm just gonna do a tiny bit here. And I'm also gonna get the blend line. I don't want these to all be even, so I'm kind of doing them a little bit. Most of this can look really bad because most of it gets covered up. Then I have White Pumpkin Pie. So on it, I'm not going to do all of them. I'm just going to do little highlights of the pumpkin pie. Same in here. Then I have the Darling Duckling, which has a green tinge to it. And again, I'm just kind of adding little bits of it. Right here, I'll do the same thing. And you can see I've left the bottoms of both of them still. Then we have Dark Lemon Lolly, which is the color of the paper. If you did Light Lemon Lolly, it would be more just the color of the paper, but this is the dark. I'll do it a little bit down here. And then for my last color, I have Light Bubble Bath. And you could do any combinations of colors on these. It's really kind of fun to play with it. I'm not going to do everything because I want some of it to stay yellow, but I don't want a whole lot of just plain cardstock. And then over here, kind of these places, you can use this because it's the lightest color as kind of a color lifter. You don't want to use a color lifter on this because then, as the name implies, it will lift off some of your color, and we want our flower to be nice and bright. So that's all the coloring. And grab our card back over here. It's almost done. It's a fast card. The longest part is that coloring. Let's stick this on here. So see, if you use this center section and you don't use it to cut out the other pieces, if you make a mistake on that, you could just stamp on this and stick it right back in there. But I wanted to use it for my leaves. So then you get your flower on here first, because you want to make sure that if you start with your leaves, it may go off the edge of your card, because this is just the right size to do this. And then for this, you just want to get it taped up here, because you want these to also have movement on your card. Look how great that looks. Isn't that beautiful? And then let's get, and the black really helps set it off on this side, because it balances the black sentiment that we have. And then of course the leaves. So because I don't want the pieces of these to fall out, I'm going to flip it over. And when I tape it, I'm gonna not go fast off my tape so it doesn't pull one of them out. And I'm gonna get the whole thing, so I make sure that everything's covered. And grab this. Whoops, and I just pulled one out. I'll just keep it there. I'll lift this up just a little bit. And then this puzzle piece is back in. But because I got adhesive on all of it, you could use an adhesive sheet as well if you want. Get ready to have this one lifted before I pick the other one up. So here's this. And then for my embellishments, again, because I thought I was going to have strawberry slush as a focal point on here, I chose, but they still look great, the 2025-2027 in color flat pearls. And we will use them in the colors. So this is the strawberry slush. And this is Timid Tiger, which we didn't use on this card, but it looks fabulous with. And then this is the Darling Duckling, which we did use. Every time you do these, you have to stick them in a little bit of a different place than you did on your card before. And here we go. So it's super pretty. I kind of like the way I blended this one. So you know what? I'm going to take this one because I did not do that the first time. I just did it because we were talking. But you can always go back once your stuff's on a card, and if you want to add something, you can do it. You want to be careful that you don't get it down. I could even get this one a little bit darker right there. Cat hair on my table. There we go. Isn't it fun? I mean, that is a bright and summertime card, yeah. Or it would also be great in the depths of winter when we're dreaming about it being 100 degrees outside. Which, you know, when it's 100 degrees, we dream, well, I never dream of winter unless it's Christmas Eve. I'll take the snow then. But maybe a dreary day in spring, in early spring, when it's all wet and yucky. So I hope you like this. If you are interested in it, I'll have the supplies down below the video. And then if this is still not in stock when I post it, you can make sure you hit that notify me thing on my website. Have a great one. Bye.